Hey guys, Pete Ramsey, HVAC Greatness. Listen, company meetings are vital for a good cohesive culture. And as a leader, you need to have a good structure. So these are Pete's 5 must-haves to every weekly meeting that you conduct. Number 1, statistics. Every role, from the call taker, the maintenance tech, the service tech, install, everybody should have measurable statistics that we are tracking, so that on a weekly basis we can report these and we can see how we are trending. The idea is to create accountability and give room for improvement as we move each role forward. Now, don't just think about money on this. Think about what it takes to lubricate the machine, making your systems more efficient, things like this, okay? And it doesn't necessarily have to be limited to the activity. Sometimes tracking in of itself is enough. For example, your call taker can start to categorize how many calls they got for complaints on one of your frontline workers and how many calls they got on compliments. That would be a good thing to monitor as well, right? Number 2, programs and targets. Each meeting, we should give each of our members an opportunity to head up certain tasks. For example, I may have to step up and say, this week I'm going to put a list together on must-have inventory for our service vehicles now that we're carrying that new Bryant line or that new Train line or that new Lennox line. What type of inventory should we keep in each of our service vans? Or maybe, what should the proper installation steps of a heat pump system look like? How do we put that into a step-by-step process? So allow your team to take the lead in this and in these things, and then have your team come together and have their input as you perfect your different systems and processes. Number 3 is problems and solutions. And I say and solutions because the rule should be this: you're allowed to bring any problems that you find within our company to the company's attention as long as you bring a proposed solution with that problem. So this encourages communication. Let's say there's a problem between the technicians and the call taker. And so what we want to do is get them to talking so that they have spoken before the meeting, bring the problem up to the company with a proposed solution that they've kind of come up with together. This allows them to be a part of the entire system. Number 4, general announcement. This is the point at which you're going to announce birthdays, perhaps you're going to announce company events, anything to do that the whole company has to needs to hear. It's best that everybody hears it at the same time and not through word of mouth. General announcements should be the 4th item. And number 5, wins. Everybody should be ready to share a win that they had in the prior week. So you may not be able to get to everybody, but you can randomly say, hey Pete, share a win with us today. And it may be a testimonial from a customer. It may be a great upsell with an IEQ system. Whatever it is, for my given role, it will help in the meeting in a positive note. So again, by reflection, number 1 are statistics. We have to measure, not necessarily monetarily, but certain activities every week. And what we're going to see is your team is going to start to take accountability, and we're going to see those, whatever you're measuring, we're going to see improvement out of that. Your team will also see how all the pieces start to fit together and where they fit in this big machine, and they start to understand, wow, I am important to the process as well. Number 2, programs and targets. Again, you want to give certain assignments to certain leaders and allow them to head these different targets up, or these different programs up, and start to improve your processes. Number 3 will be problems with solutions. Number 4 would be general announcements. And finally, number 5, we're going to end our meetings with wins. So if you include these 5 elements to your weekly meetings, I think they'll be productive ones. P. Ramsey here, HVAC Greatness. I'll see you on the next